folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Denver Broncos. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Play action now. Mariota sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3. It's 3rd and 7.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Block going to throw. Able to get this to go. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And 8 yards.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
From the 38, Locke. Got him there. It's the rookie Jerry Jeudy. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down. Out of the 28.
Melvin Gordon, the ball carrier. He was brought down by Malik Collins. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Lock on the give. It's Lindsey. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Locke. Well, they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Philip Lindsey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Now, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I'm on that side sometimes, though. You get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right.
23-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. From the gun, Mariota. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. That is caught by the rookie from Bama as Henry runs. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the Broncos' 39-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They'll throw again. Mariota. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. And got his man complete. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. KJ Hamler, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Mariota. He'll find his tight end. That's Warren. And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Mariota. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First and 10.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Mariota now to throw on first down. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And it is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown Vegas. Henry Ruggs. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And this one through the uprights and good.
Ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. KJ Hamler returning it. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Locke. He'll have a first down past the 40. Got a man open, it's Sutton. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
18 on the play.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Cortland Sutton, first-time Pro Bowler. He was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Locke. Open man Handler. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down, Broncos.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 32-yard line. Here's a give to Lindsey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Every year we spend a lot of time and money evaluating the top prospects for the NFL draft. How about when we all get fortunate and see a guy like Phillip Lindsay, an undrafted free agent who had 1,000 yards rushing his first 2 years in the NFL. Can run between the tackles, run with power, and catch the ball out of the backfield.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a handoff for Lindsey. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
At the 5-yard line.
Now to the air. Locke. And he's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown Broncos.
Noah Fant. Touchdown.
Noah Fant. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have broken the tie. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. 22 yards there, a first down.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolute perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago. 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. And this kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
The throw complete here to Williams. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Williams. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Broncos' 45-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Mariota. He got position on him, and he pulls it in. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 26. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On first down, Jacobs. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And at the 15-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
And 10.
Here's Mariota. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here's Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he knocks it through.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Daniel Carlson to kick
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Hamler now to return it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
17 yards. 1st down, Denver.
Lock now on 1st down. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. Wow.
take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. You do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably... should have opted for the touchback.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Brought down at the 23-yard line.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton.
Let's go! Let's stop him here!
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Shotgun snap to Locke. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. They'll fire one downfield for Fant. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is
nowhere to go here? He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. Past the 20, 10, and this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it. And that's what you don't want to do.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
Less than a yard.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They go with Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A.J. Bouye with a pick. Then he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. There he goes, right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Touchdown.
Philip Lindsay, 79 yards. And the Broncos have broken the tie. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
This will make it into the end zone. They juked him. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. Able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. 40-yard line. To throw Mariota. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Third and long here for Mariota. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Handler now on the return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant, 63 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
12-yard line.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. On play action, Mariota. Throw left side complete. It's Jenkins. And he'll be brought down in what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Throwing again on second down. Mariota. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A.J. Williams will pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That's now 3 turnovers in this second half. Very costly. And earlier in the half, Charles, when I asked you for your keys to the second half, you said, hey, maybe try it, but it's going to be turnovers. That's been the story.
It certainly has, but I didn't expect it to be this much of the story. I mean, when you're getting up to 3, you're really putting your team in jeopardy.
Lindsey, first down and more than that. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Touchdown.
Phillip Lindsey, 41 yards. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Broncos 49, Raiders 21.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Play action now. Mariota. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Raiders on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
On 1st and 10 is Lindsey. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
Brings up second
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
23 yards the pickup there.
First down, Broncos.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey. And some room to work. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
On the carry.
Phillip Lindsey, 27 yards. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
McManus's point after is good, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we... And that's caught inside the 30. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Throwing his lock on third down. Man complete. It's Hamler. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Locke working out of the gun. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Down here to 29. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Raiders take over first.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Mariota. He'll be brought down by the Broncos goes. It's a sack. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
The Raiders on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Got his connection, complete to Ruggs. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 23. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st. And take it into the end zone for the Raider touchdown. Tyrone Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. Up to the line, Mariota. His guys will go for 2 here. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Carlson now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Makes the score Broncos 56, Raiders 35.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. That's a gain of 6 on the 1st down run. Now this defense very accustomed to trying to stop Melvin Gordon. It's the same division, the AFC West, but a different uniform for Gordon, spending 5 years with the Chargers before joining these Broncos in the offseason. Now on 2nd and 13. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Following the interception here, Mariota. That is caught inside the 5. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Now he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Point after.
Will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Broncos 56,
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsey, 32 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge. And someone said, Coach, when you got a call, he just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's Jacobs. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Lightning speed there on the sack from the corner, Duke Dawson.
A loss of a yard.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 46-yard line.
And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And my goodness, another interception. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A lot going to throw it here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. It's coming, and down he goes. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Here's Sam Martin now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And it's incomplete. And now we're down to 10 seconds.
On the coverage.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. So they decline it, as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Mariota to throw for it on 4th. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Broncos, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, their season is on life support.